Stop losing money, earn more. And now question is how? You can set up a custom ERP for doing that. Have you ever looked at your monthly numbers and thought, we worked so hard, so much of effort, so much of hours, so much of personal family time has gone into my business. And where did the profit go? It looks like just vanished in the air. You feel that? That's the cost of operational inefficiency. That's the cost, and it's silent, but it's very dangerous. We don't know where it's going, where the leakages are. Now, the goal of this basically is to help you identify how inefficiencies are eating into your business. You need to identify, you need to do the groundwork, but I can give a framework for you. I can give you some guidelines which you can follow. How can a custom ERP streamline your operations and turn your loss into growth? See, why does anybody do business? There are two reasons. One is you want profits, you want to earn money. Number two is you want growth, you want to scale up the business. And if these both doesn't happen, then what's the meaning of running a business? Spending so much of effort, so much of time, so much of peace of mind into this. Does it really work out? Is your family happy with you spending hours, maybe 15 hours a day, 16 hours a day, running behind? Right in the morning, 4 a.m., you get up, your first thing you look at is your emails and WhatsApp where you find customers shouting at you. That's not life. That's not what you have been dreaming of when you got into business. You came into business for peace of mind, for personal time, and you should have that, and a growth that you cannot achieve in a salaried job. The potential of exponential growth is not there, and that's there in the business. That's why you got into business. But it's like a whirlwind. You got into it, you're going in circles. Let's get out of it. Let's plan how to get the profits in the business that's being drained out today. That's seeping unknowingly into the plain white air. Understanding the hidden cost of inefficiency is what, let's try it out. You ask yourself a few questions. Number one, do you use multiple spreadsheets to manage your inventory? Think over. Is your team constantly waiting for updates from the other departments? Number two. Number three, are tasks duplicated or forgotten? Yeah, it happens many a time. I too feel that. Are you unable to track the real-time status of your operation? Then you are in trouble. If the answers to this or one of these is yes, you are in the same situation like one of us who has a good business, good turnover, but the profits are very low. And you're looking at expanding or scaling or growing, it doesn't happen. Now let's understand the hidden cost of the inefficiency that's there in our business. Yeah, we should be fair enough to us. We should be able to accept, seeing the past few points that we discussed, yes, there is an inefficiency in our business. Let's be very true to ourselves. Let's be true to our heart. Yes, there is inefficiency. I have an inefficiency. I have to get about it. I have to jump across it. I need to clear that inefficiency. Let's take that decision first. Unless you accept that you have a problem, you can't find a solution for that. That's a normal saying. So let's find that. Let's see, yes, I have the problem. Let's get a solution for that. Let's get how to mitigate that problem. Now, ask yourself a few questions. Where you honestly ask yourself, do you use multiple spreadsheets to manage your inventory? Sure. Is your team constantly waiting for updates from different departments? Think over. Spend 2 minutes doing this. Are the tasks duplicated or reworked upon or actually forgotten? We all face those problems. We too forget some of the tasks that we need to do because we don't have a system which we note these tasks down. Are you unable to check on to the real-time status of operations? Are you unable to track the real-time operations? Do you have any updates on that? If the answer to any one of this is no, or maybe I think we should rethink and try to understand the reason why my business is not growing, why I am not getting the profits that I am supposed to get, whereas the next guy who is doing the same business is earning much more profits than me. He is saying using the same geographical location, he is using the same kind of customer base that you have, same products. The difference is the business owner is different and the team is different, and they earn more. They have profits with him. He's scaling up, whereas you can't do that. You are stuck. Now, I'll explain to you how the operational inefficiencies just don't slow you down, just don't allow you from growth. They also bleed money in a system. The money that you have been thinking that you have got as profits is bled unknowingly, and you don't have these profits in real cash in your cash box to utilize for something that you have planned for growth, something that you have planned for giving the customer a wow factor, a wow feeling. The common consequences of these operational inefficiencies are missed orders or delayed deliveries. We normally face that, delayed deliveries, maybe something that we could have managed within our systems. We didn't do that, so delivery is delayed. Overstocking or stockouts that we normally find. Then miscommunication between the teams. Someone says something else, the other guy understands something else. He tells the third guy, and the third guy does something else. Nobody's in sync with what's happening. The employee burnout rate is high. If people leave and go pretty often, they learn something from you, they go. It's not because you're bad. It's because your system frustrates them. So much of stress and pressure comes wherein the work they put in is not the value that should have been there for them, for the company. The customer dissatisfaction is finally a major problem that we always have. Because of these reasons, our team is not right, we don't have systems, we cannot communicate to the customers on and off on a regular basis with detailed updates, exposures to what's happening. So we lose customers. What is a key part of the operations that can be managed by the ERP? Any ERP, maybe a custom, maybe off the shelf, whatever it is. You can manage the order processing, whole system of order processing. You can manage the vendor coordination part. Giving of orders, getting of items, the payment tracking, the payment timelines, everything can be tracked. The inventory can be controlled very comfortably on real time, so you exactly know whether I am overstocking or understocking. That helps a lot in business. The production tracking. A production particular item needs a X number of hours to be produced, and we have a calculation that within these hours, these many items will be produced. Is it really happening? Is it really happening on the floor? Is the output correct? You will have a track of that. The task assignment, you can allocate tasks to individuals and make sure it's not forgotten and there is no miscommunication between any team members, and the result and the outcome or of completion of that task is done and reported to you and me in time. The total workflow can be automated by an ERP. Does this feel exciting? It's not a dream, it's a real stage. Many of the bigger companies who are growing fast, who are scaling up faster, are using it. This is the secret for their growth. You have been asking everybody on and off, you have been reading books, the secret of growth, the strategies for growth. This is the strategy and secret of growth. It's not rocket science, it's not a mammoth task, it's just your will to implement this. And in case some of your team members are not ready to accept it, find out somebody else. Once implemented and running fine, you have things cool down, settle down. This custom ERP can fix a lot of issues, as I mentioned you. The reports that you actually need, to the kind of graphs that you feel you should get on a daily basis is automated. The task, the assignment is automated, the completion is automated. The real-time inventory tracking is always available to you. Click on a phone and you get what the stocks available of each and every product, and including the location in which warehouse it is lying. You have a centralized data, and communication between departments and teams become very clean. There is no scope. There is no scope of miscommunication. And after this, if you feel there is a miscommunication that's been crept in, is the problem with the team. You need to find somebody else. the visibility of the operations, the dashboards, the status of production, in what stage of production each item is, which customer's orders is in what stage of production, everything you get. What else you need? That's what you need in the business, which is what you have not been getting, and trying to get through Excel sheets and pages and notebooks, relying on members to create Excel graphs. What do a business owner experience after he set up a custom ERP or a centralized system after 6 months of operation or 3 months of operation? He finds that there is a 20 to 30% reduction in the operation cost automatically without doing anything and just moving into a system, making sure the system data has been entered correctly by each and every login the users. Very simple. Your order processing becomes into 2x. Double the speed the order processing becomes. The satisfaction of customers is increased multi-fold. To be very clear, the major problem that we face as a business owner is picking up customer calls who have complaints. We need not do that. The system takes care of that. We are free from that. By this, what happens? The productivity of employees automatically go up because they are not doing things that was not supposed to be done. They are not doing duplicate things in different places. So the productivity automatically go up. You don't need more stuff. You find that there are some stuff additional which is not required now. You can find them, replace them into some other departments which can help you more. You have a peace of mind. You can think of taking a vacation. Yeah, the phone doesn't bug you every now and then. It doesn't help you to manage basically. An ERP is not something that will help you to manage. An ERP is something that helps you to grow. And if that is what you want, this is the right place. If your business feels that it's constantly fixing problems, you are firefighting on a daily basis, rather than moving forward, it's time to work, move out from the patchwork we do, like the patchworks on the road, to a complete performance-based system. And finally, the tagline for you: a custom ERP is not an expense, it's the growth engine for your business. Do it. Also, share this to someone who needs something like this. Be in touch.